How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures.
Wow.
So, last time, we ran into a bit of a predicament. A smoke grenade went off in the courtroom, and
Crazy.
we came back and found that the little compartment in the omnibus was empty, but Von Zies claimed that it was full before the smoke grenade went off.
Full of bullshit.
So somebody is clearly lying.
We're gonna
And it all
find out
hinges
who.
on what we say. We actually get pretty interesting reactions from each, but we actually did not look. So I'm gonna pick this one first.
Oh, okay, cool. We're gonna die.
Sorry, I'm a failure at life. I didn't look. Why didn't I examine the omnibus more thoroughly?
Why didn't you?
Of course you didn't. Perhaps I credited you too much. Oh my god, I already failed. Perhaps I credited you with too much intelligence, and I clearly lack intelligence too. It sees.
You barely got that sentence out.
Yeah, I did. That this Eastern initiate is as unreliable as wine from the barrel.
The fuck did you just say?
What does that even mean?
Hold on, I was cleaning my glasses, so I could not see the screen for a second. Mr. Naruhodo!
Well, now it would seem the argument is moot. Fuck you, buddy, because I'm. Nah, because
I got power of a save point.
Because the other
Fuck you,
reactions
McGilded.
are pretty interesting. And then I'm saving my
Wow.
my favorite one for last.
That last one was kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Yes, I'm fairly sure it was empty. If I'm honest, my memory about all this is a little hazy. Oh my god.
your brain
as
is
I
empty too.
suspected. See it, my lord. Okay, this is the same thing. Oh, wait. Has the
What?
scruples of a by-street wine merchant. I think he said something different last time. What? Yeah, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay, he still laughs. So, now, we're gonna do my favorite one. This is the one that I picked when I played the fan translation. Because I think it warrants the best reaction. out
If
of
you pick
McGilded.
this if you pick this option, McGilded comes over and gives you a kiss on the mouth.
Oh no, he'll do something to you, but it's not gonna be a kiss. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as a counsel for the
Wow.
defense. Actually, I'm more like kicking myself in the balls. But as far as I
That's
remember,
amazing.
at least. When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there was a number of articles inside it, yes. Are you sure, counsel? Ara, be whist! Oh my god.
Stop! He needs to stop saying that.
What are you saying now, you daft doll? I thought you were on my side here. I mean,
You thought wrong.
I'm quite pissed now.
Yeah, huff and puff, bitch.
What game are you playing? Your
Monopoly.
task is to defend the man in his stand. Dude, you're gonna get angry regardless of what I say. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
Why would you say anything?
Why
At
did you
all.
breathe?
Good one.
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But
Right
it seems-
here.
I'm standing in the middle of the defense bench, but it seems
Congratulations. Oh,
that I
sorry.
should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Honesty in court? No. Interesting.
Oop, he's
It
feral.
is not altogether pleasing, fella.
Put him down.
Well, it's pleasing to me, bitch. I'm simply telling the truth,
No.
Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing. Not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken?
No.
Me? Mistaken? Never. Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here? Would you say it's left, then? I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
What if I just don't say anything in response anymore? What if I just fucking kill you instead?
Oh, you shouldn't do that if we wouldn't have a channel anymore. The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. There were a few instances where I let it slide last time. I had to do it. The Guild's rules
I'm
state that
literally
omnibuses
gonna lose my mind. Juror number
properly-
5, give me your flask.
and fully equipped at all times. so it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible.
Beppo's my fave.
That money lady fleecer and pig purse are lying. Yes, I would never lie, ever.
Beppo's my best friend, so
Thank
fuck
you,
off.
coachman, man.
Coachman, man.
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. I'm a fucking moron. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them. What? Oh no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. This knife is going in your butthole.
Oh god.
Fire.
Hiya. Ouch. Quite so. I must concur here.
Damn, did anybody ever tell you you're really annoying?
Yes. All the
Oh.
time.
Well, good to know.
Good to know. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
Every time.
I'm so good at my job. I love it here. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. These fuckheads. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem.
He is at work.
I am working.
He's getting paid. He has
Not enough.
clocked in.
Oh my god, what the girl saw.
What the girl saw? Also, literally nothing.
So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of spending a Joey to make a few bob, eh? What the fuck are you saying? That's a wrong idea, isn't it?
I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Somehow. Counsel,
Does it?
may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants. Well, let us clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. For paying passengers of 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the captain protest. Oh,
McGilded's. How did you deliver the first half of that line flawlessly and then mess up on the last
I
part?
have no idea. Well, let us scrape
I was about
Grace-
to be like, wow,
scrape
McGilded's
Grace,
spitting
escape
fast.
Grace rhyme for free.
The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before its last run, see? So that's what. Wait, what the fuck? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
You forgot an H, madam. But
No,
your
I
hiding-
didn't.
But your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach. No.
No. I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
This bitch, am I right?
Excuse me? Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in the corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much.
And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell ya.
Seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue.
I don't think I will. I'm gonna leave.
Hold it.
Alright.
A waste of time. Why is that? You're a waste of space. Has anybody else told you that?
Excuse me? Well, most nights I'm on my own with a god permit. What the fuck? In the god,
God
permit,
permit.
at least some of the time. Some of the time.
I beg your pardon. Did you just say God permit?
Okay, good. Oh yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got one in it for a while.
And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away.
That's it. Only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start.
I can't believe this bitch is still talking.
And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while the events folded. Oh my god, I'm gonna fold you. Unfolded in the
I'm gonna
enclosed
fold
cabin.
you. Yeah. Right, mister.
To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you?
Laying an egg.
So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then.
Hold it!
So you couldn't see under the cabin at all?
Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with me head and look out the crack.
God, this one sprite animation has more animation than any of the sprites in Justice for All, or Justice for All, Spirit of Justice, or Dual Destinies.
Literally just any of the games combined.
Like, they're so smooth.
I know, it's so great. No, I can have a butcher's at who I'm
What?
gonna fiddle.
What the hell do you mean by that?
I don't know.
I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher.
I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see? Jesus Christ. So most of the time, the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason, that night, this Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Fair
you weren't
enough.
able to push the
See
cushion
ya.
up to peek out. I see. This is actually an episode of Shark Tank. What are you selling?
And you lose. Whoever loses goes in the Shark Tank and dies. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small, dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. But it's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Hobson's choice. Why did they say course? I don't know.
Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? I was about to say picking people's noses.
You know what they say?
Finding gold? I say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor.
That's not what I was gonna say. I just registered what you meant. I was gonna say, you know what they say? You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. And you were like, looking for gold.
Looking for gold.
So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it.
I'm gonna stick it in.
I'm gonna stick it in.
For those of you who don't get that, that's from the Ace Attorney abridged anime.
You should watch it. It's funny.
Not the abridged anime, bloopers.
No, the bloopers, the bloopies.
The bloopers. When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Or a loud bang?
No, I mean a gun. I mean a gun.
Really,
Look at
you're
her
thinking really hard.
face. Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well.
Oh, so you're useless.
No. Point is, it made me jump.
And you let out a scream involuntarily.
No, I did it on purpose. That's right. And then I felt the cushion over my head get lighter all of a sudden.
Yes, and then my fist connected with your head.
I don't remember
Presumably,
that.
when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes. This story is fucking stupid. Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood up in order to stab his victim, could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
What did you just call me?
Ho?
Yeah, I saw it. What? I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke, what, and fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
Wow.
I don't know what the hell she just said. That matches Mr. McGilded's account, of course. But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking.
What, did you think I was a fucking Skyrim NPC? Going like, oh, must have been
Yes.
the wind.
I
No,
did,
not
yeah.
that
I was
fucking
going to
dumb.
put a bucket on your head and hope for the best.
Hold it!
Wow, they had buckets? And then Mr. McGilded discovered you. He pulled you out from your hiding place?
I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down in the seat and all.
Next to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit, and he ended up falling onto me. Ew, how awful. Both me hands got covered in blood. Made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct?
unfortunately. They asked me some stuff. Wanted to know my name and what I was up to and all that. Then I had something from above. Someone screamed.
Like a bitch. Must have been First.
It wasn't that was not me!
Yes, Mr. First on the rooftop, I would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one to see me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later."
That's wild.
That's what he said. All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they were... God damn it. It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we could clinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. I had this niggling feeling. I still don't like that word. Something's
like that word.
bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. What do you mean? Alright, can't see a blind thing.
Hold it!
What do you mean?
Couldn't see out of the cabin at all.
Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with my head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's ad of who I'm gonna fiddle. Didn't I just read this?
I mean, you're gonna fiddle their ass, huh? I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher, you weirdo.
I mean, I can have a look. Died. But for some reason that night, I just literally didn't care.
Man, you weren't able to put the cushion out? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I was like, I collect cushions.
No.
What the hell
Yeah,
did you
what the
say?
hell?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hey, buddy, what the hell is your problem? Is something wrong, Mr. McGilden?
You think this is funny?
Are
You think
in a
this is
tough
fucking
time right now?
kindergarten?
Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, counsel?
Yes.
Yeah, your face, first of all. I'm just wondering if Mr. Strahd's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no. 'Twas nothing important.
Nutting?
Nothing. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad. Shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. I see. Didn't ask. I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now.
Objection, you were
me a
never a
kissing.
young lad.
Aye, I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well.
Full of
So all you
shit.
gotta fucking say?
Yeah,
It took you that long to come up with that response, huh?
I suppose it does. Maybe.
Oh, Miss Lestrade,
Why did you say
did you
it
hear
like
something
that?
that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Moaning?
Just this. No, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
I was also shouting.
What?
But Jabbers, you didn't tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. I'm gonna kill you.
What foibles?
Foibles.
What a pity. I want to go back to Japan. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have been given us a whole new fucking vital clue.
A whole new line. Yes. What should we make of that last statement of hers? Well, considering we had to go out of our way to press 2 different statements, it's probably important.
It's insignificant.
My lord, I believe the
Lord.
statement just made by the witness is profoundly important. Oh, sure you do. Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing. Yes, which is profoundly important to the trial.
Point.
I'm almost sure of it. Making me lose my
You
hair.
don't have to yell at me.
I'm almost sure I didn't understand the inner workings of your Eastern mind, Counsel, nevertheless. Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please.
Oh, that's funny. What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me.
That's right. Insult the judge. What was a good move?
I'm gonna
Don't
punch
baby.
him next.
I'm gonna come down there and put my gavel through your head.
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
Hold it!
Okay. See, we're
I'm waiting.
you were training. See, we're straining to hear what was happening on the... You know, the time that you hid yourself? Away from life? Yeah, I wish you did that.
Not exactly, no.
Sorry?
Are you dumb? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me.
And then Mr. McGill sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? And then you snapped your neck because he sat down too fast.
I did. Yeah, would you wait.
What?
Would you Adam and Eve it, eh? What a mug.
Alright, listen here, you little bitch.
So then all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard him leave. See? But would he? Not likely. Even though he stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to the market, snoring like an old dog he was.
I'm gonna kill you.
I agree.
Are there any conclusions we could draw from that, I wonder?
Just doesn't add up.
Miss Lestrade, what you've just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts. At odds? Are you sure, man? Yes, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god. Seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. So Von Zeeks realized it too. Yes, I did.
I realize everything.
It's my job. Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least. Yes, my lord. I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court. According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she had heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGill snoring and sharding. But think, Ryunosuke, think. There's something else she should have heard. Me. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Susato.
No.
Take that!
Thrice-fired mason. Wow, you can read. Yes, my lord.
Wow.
The sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Wow.
Wow, crazy.
Order, order. Explain your reasoning, counsel. Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course it was. I got on I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I?
And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilden. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much, you fucking idiot? Wasn't traveling with anyone else. That's what you mean.
Don't need to be mean.
Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. It was on his own for sure.
And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. Oh my god, I'm like messing up my words. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all?
No, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, wasn't it? Waiting for this swell to leave?
In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage?
Why are you asking me so many questions?
We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Got him.
Got him.
Yes, this petty thief's statement was clearly flawed. Lord Von Zeeks, you spoke. Yes, he knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Mr. Lestrade's statement.
Oh no, he's
Would
powering
seem
up.
words of thanks are in order for my learned friend. We're friends? Oh, what are you talking about?
Besties?
Are you fucking dense? You demonstrated matters impeccably. I will never be your
Do
friend
you want
ever.
to die?
This witness and her colorful statements are
Fuck
entirely
you.
unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
You knocked over my hat!
In other words,
bitch.
get her out. He's not right. How could the victim possibly not have boarded the omnibus? That makes no sense whatsoever. This girl's a pickpocket. Let's not forget that. Hey, Granny, can you fucking hear me?
What? I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Fire!
You didn't say anything.
Ooh, that was fun.
You old hag. She didn't even say anything.
I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say,
Trash.
where am I? I can't abide liars.
And neither can I.
Follower.
Mr. Foreman. No, Mr. Fiveman now. I didn't want
What?
to judge the girl just because she has some less than cellular... Yeah, I must say, I cannot abide liars like the old crusty shithead said.
You're such a copycat. Get some own new material.
Get some own material.
Shut up!
Ugh.
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty.
I know I can count.
Can you?
Clearly
He can't. That's for sure.
Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. Can you stop saying that? Why do you keep referring to me as Nipponese
Does Von
friend?
Zeeks?
Why can't you just refer to me as
Does
my
Von
name?
Zeeks?
What?
Does Von Zeeks? I was gonna say, does Von Zeeks get like super trashed during his trials? Because like, I want to count how many times in a trial he does pour a glass of wine.
I'm pretty sure he barely drinks any of them because he was always throwing them at the damn lamp.
I know, he is always throwing it, but like occasionally he, well, no, actually, I don't think we ever see him actually drink it. We see him stir it around.
I think he's drank it like once the entire time.
What a,
Every other
what a
time.
fucking wasteful bastard. Anyway.
To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Oh, look at that, he just drank it.
Oh.
Oh, this is so good. Yes, very refreshing. Sorry, lost.
That's not what you said.
Grr, what are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Easter Abaddon? What? Yeah, this is
What?
carnage. It's perfect. This knife tastes delicious.
Bro.
Juror number 2 is
This
the only
is
one
actually
left.
really gross.
Come on, ma'am, please.
Someone get me out of here.
Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going.
Yeah, we're screwed, I know. I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McGilden's innocence, the judge will rule and we'll have lost. Shit.
If we don't win this, I'm going to eat juror number 3's knife.
I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen.
My knife is occupied.
I'm not talking about you, but,
I was talking about the bitch in the defense's bench.
well, you waited too long and I delivered my whole line before you got to respond to her.
I was
so
being polite.
those of us in... Oh my
Finish your
fucking
shit.
god! Those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Now give me your fucking knife.
Damn, okay, well, since you asked so nicely.
Oh my
I'm breathing
god.
pretty hard over here.
Gasp.
Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical... You know what? Just guilty. Critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. Oh my god, what are you saying? Counsel?
I'm sorry, sir. Whatever do you mean?
Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my I won't allow you to change my verdict. Explain yourself at once. You didn't even make your verdict yet, dude. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness at the stand. And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage. Yes! If Miss Benedict's words are to be believed, which they shouldn't. How do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? They spawned there,
Whoa!
dickless.
Oh!
What did you just call me? There's only one way to
Dickless.
explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. He came.
Excuse me?
There's another entrance. If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way, through the door.
Objection!
Wow.
Are you a fucking moron? I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. I'm not blind. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see.
Wow.
Look, have a tour.
The omnibus.
The low price of 2,000 guineas. This can be yours.
This could
Only
be yours.
one side of
With the
enclosed
blood
cabins. Yeah. Bloodstain
Go
comes
with
with it. It's sold as is, furnished with a door. The other only has windows. Fixed windows, which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection!
Well, I can make a door.
Die.
But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yeah. One other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. Are you kidding me? All right, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is the entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin? Let me show you, Your Honor.
Take that!
You dumbass.
Oh my god. The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight. I say, the skylight. That's
Child's
whack.
play.
Objection!
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection!
no, you could shut the hell up. The skylight may be well large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
What? So you claim. But do you have a shred of evidence to support your What? On second thought, you win.
Addle.
Addled brain theory. With a response like that? No, I don't. Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained. As the sound of the victim falling from his seat, having been assaulted with the dagger. Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact? Good gracious. Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
No. You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. Or are you fucking stupid? I'm willing to bet it's the latter. And yet not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, I think they lied. Yes, that's true, but... Hold it. Alright. Dickless, why the humble fella make a wee comment here? I have to wee. Mr. McGilded? No.
No.
To be sure now, the two fellas who are sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But, seems to me, my lord, that it's not so
Wait.
much a case of them not saying, but...
Andy, someone finally just fell through the fucking floor.
Oh, you're
Like,
right.
just randomly. Someone fell through
Aye.
the floor.
They fell through the floor into hell. 'Tis a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? I need
That man just shit
shit.
himself.
I need to shit.
Oh my goodness! Surely not.
Those two chaps on the roof? How did my knife get over there? Don't mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were.
It was me!
I knew it was you. Hold it.
I've got an objection.
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer?
Oh, damn, he got you! You rotter, he said! You rotter! What are you insinuating?
Basil, shut the hell up and why are you
What am I
British?
doing?
This is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I.
Can you shut the hell up?
I
Mr.
literally
Fairplay.
can't.
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker.
And me, a very angry hatter.
Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. Ugh. I protest in the strongest possible terms.
That's right, I protest too. And you rotten scoundrel.
My hat is better than yours.
Alright, fuck you.
Where's Beppo?
Oh no, where did
Order!
Beppo go?
Order! This is not the time,
They
witnesses.
killed him.
I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. Well, this is beyond
they
reason,
threw,
my lord.
They threw Beppo in the fire.
They did. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know.
My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Von Zieks. It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse?
things.
I never intended to. It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. Fuck you. Good. You proposed this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. Maybe they had their eyes closed. You have branded these gentlemen
Good
liars. You've intimidated their criminal guilt. In all British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation.
Well, Phoenix Wright does it all the time. I know it's rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought.
What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify. Well, I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I lays on the fellow. We have to take this matter through now, one way or another.
If there's filth. Oh, for a second I thought that was fifth, and then I read it right. Okay.
And rubbish in our midst. We must dispose of it at once.
Oh, a dub.
Testify! A dub!
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
They're speaking in English dub! The
the
spectators in the
fuck?
public gallery they're in a complete frenzy.
Where are the subtitles?
Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord. You will take the stand again to make another formal testimony. In reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
This is hilarious. There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keeping pushing forward.
Why not just say keep pushing forward?
Because fuck you.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck. Dead or alive, I can swear to that.
If anything had happened when we were sitting, fuck. Don't think one or the other of us would have noticed.
In any case, neither of us would know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't have possibly opened it. Stop doing that.
If you're sure the victim... Oh my god. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof?
In my
I thought he was
fist.
gonna cut back to him.
I must say that on listening... Oh my god. On listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine. How either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck, without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see.
We are innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down to you, motherfucker. Down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
What? Are you even speaking English?
No. Eh?
According to the investigation by Scotland Yard. The two
Wow.
witnesses share no common dealings. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich.
Something
Is that the
doesn't
only thing
feel
you know how
right
to
here.
say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord.
My lord.
Oh my god.
It looks
Refuting
like
the
we're gonna have to
accusation.
refute the accusation in the next episode. Oh boy.
These nuts.
We are on the very tail end of this case. And after that, we'll be stepping into almost blind territory. We'll have a little bit left to go with
Almost.
the fourth case. And then we'll be there.
I'm excited to get back to blind territory because I'm like,
Yeah, it'll be nice. So, as always, if you all enjoyed and want to keep this series going and show some support, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a
don't
like.
like, don't subscribe,
Don't like, don't comment,
cancel
don't subscribe.
YouTube, delete, delete the
Delete
app,
our channel. And
break
as always,
your
wait,
laptop.
we'll catch you all in the next video. I messed up that outro very bad. I was supposed to say episode,
Yes!
but I said video.
Yes!
You messed me up.
Fucking finally!
We'll catch you all in the next episode.
Finally! Bye.